Hey guys, so I'm back to do my 2-week update on this unit. I'm on my way out the door, so I'm going to try to make this quick. This is the Freetress Equal Eternity in the color 1. I got it in jet black, and so far the wig has been holding up pretty good. The curls for the most part are pretty much the same. They have dropped just a little bit, but that's to be expected. I have been putting Frizz Buster serum on it pretty much every time I've been wearing it. I've been using the same thing I always use, my Fantasia Frizz Buster, and I just running my fingers through it, and it definitely takes away the frizzies. I have noticed a little bit more tangling, but I guess that's due to me wearing it all the time. But you know, running my fingers through it, sometimes I do get tangles, especially in the back. This definitely doesn't get tangled as much as my previous unit, but it's a lot shorter, so, and the curls aren't as tight in this one. As far as shedding, I have noticed an increase in shedding with this unit. When I first bought it, I really didn't see any shedding, but after a while I noticed that the shedding got it got kind of bad. It wasn't like anything that I would just be like, oh hell no, I'm never buying this wig again, but I definitely noticed a lot more hair like on the floor. You know, if I was to do my hair and put the frizz serum on it and do this, and you know, I just finger combed it. I never used a brush or a comb on it, just my hands, and I still would notice hair on the floor or hair coming out in my fingers. So shedding has definitely increased, but it's not horrible. One thing I will say with this unit is I'm really not a fan of the front of the unit. This is not a lace unit. It did not come with lace. It came just as you see it. And the edge, the edge is kind of like a blunt edge. I prefer the lace because I feel like it lays down flatter on my head. With this, because it didn't come with lace, the edge is kind of just like the cap, the construction of the cap is like right here, you know, so it's kind of noticeable. You don't have that variation where you would with a normal scalp. It's just kind of straight across, and it definitely looks noticeable. It looks fake. I'm not a huge fan of the way this hairline looks, and I'm constantly having to like pull it up because I notice this wig slides back a lot, and especially with the hairline, it just doesn't look right. So yeah, I mean, the parting space still looks good. Sometimes I put powder in the part, sometimes I don't, but parting space still looks good. And yep, shedding. So yeah, so I mean, this definitely is not one of my favorite units, but I don't hate it either. Would I repurchase this? Probably not. Because I just don't like the hairline, and it's just, I don't know, just the wig is just really not doing all that much for me anymore. Like the curls are kind of getting flat, and it just looks kind of boring to me. Like, I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of this wig. It's an okay wig if you just want something cute and simple just to throw on for day-to-day going to work, but other than that, like, I would probably pass on this wig. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover with this. I will leave some links down below where you can find it if you still want to purchase this wig. Like I said, it's not a horrible wig, but you know, it's just not something I would buy again, but I'll definitely let you guys make the decision. So I'll put some links down below for this wig, and yeah, that's it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. She's a part-time model.